In today's class, let us solve few more problems on antennas. So let us solve a problem. The given problem is calculate the directivity of the source with a pattern u is equal to em sin theta sin phi u. Take theta in between 0 to pi and phi in between 0 to pi. And we know that the directivity is given by d is equal to u maximum divided by u average, and u average is equal to p radiations divided by 4 pi. Then this equation simplifies to 4 pi into u maximum divided by p radiations. Now you have to calculate this radiated power, that is p radiation. So p radiation is calculated from the equation theta equal to 0 to pi and phi is equal to 0 to pi u of theta comma phi into d omega. Now what you have to do is that to solve this particular problem, u of theta comma phi, it is given in the problem. So this is the value is given in the problem. Substitute, so this value here um sin theta sin cube phi, where this d omega is sin theta d theta and d phi. Then try to integrate this particular equations, and for the limits of this integration you have taken as 0 to pi and 0 to pi, because in the given problem theta is varying between 0 to pi and phi is varying between 0 to pi. And to integrate this particular equations, as in this equation we have a theta term and the phi term, take the theta terms on one side and all the phi terms on the other sides, and um is a constant, you are taking it outside, then theta is equal to 0 to pi, then it is sin square theta, because this sin theta and sin theta becomes the sin square theta into d theta, and then phi is equal to 0 to pi sin cube phi into d phi. Separately integrate this and separately integrate this. Now here you are having the sin square theta and here you are having a sin cube phi, and we know that from the trigonometry sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2, and sin cube phi is equal to 1 by 4 into 3 sin phi minus sin 3 phi. Substitute so this value for this particular term and substitute this value for this particular term. If you substitute it, then radiated power is equal to um equal to 0 to pi 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2 to d theta, and phi is equal to 0 to pi 1 by 4 3 sin phi minus sin 3 phi into d phi. Then integrate so this particular term and then integrate so this particular term. So the integration of this particular term from theta is equal to 0 to pi, we are going to get it as 1 by 2 theta minus sin 2 theta divided by 2, and the limits is 0 to pi. And similarly here 1 by 4 minus 3 cos 5 0 to pi, and minus of cos 3 phi and 0 to pi. Then in this substitute both the upper limits and the lower limits, and here also substitute both the upper limits and the lower limit. So then we will get um into pi by 2 into 1 by 4 into 6 minus 2 by 3. So then this is equal to um into pi by 2 into 16 by 12. So this is going to be 2 pi by 3 into um, and this is the p radiated value what we are getting. Now we know that directivity is d is equal to 4 pi into um divided by p radiation, that is directivity is equal to 4 pi into um divided by p radiations, and this p radiations value you have calculated here, substitute the values of p radiation in this, then 4 pi um divided by 2 pi by 3 into um, and so this pi and pi will cancel, 2 and 2 will get cancelled, we left with the finally, so the value equal to 6. For a given problem the directivity is equal to 6. Like this, if any problems are given, depending upon whether it is in the sine form or the cos form, and depending upon the what the limits will be given for the theta and the phi, try to substitute the values and try to get the directivity. Now let us solve one more problem. Now, the second problem is an antenna has a field pattern given by E of theta is equal to cos theta into cos 2 theta for theta varying between 0 to 90 degrees. Find half power beamwidth and bandwidth between the first nulls. Now, first calculate the half power beamwidth. At half power, E theta is equal to 0.707. So, that is here you have cos theta cos 2 theta. Cos theta cos 2 theta is equal to 0.707. So, this 0.707 is equal to 1 by root 2. Therefore, I can write cos 2 theta is equal to 1 by root 2 cos theta. Then, so this equation I can write it as 2 theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2 into cos theta. Therefore, theta is equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse of 1 by root 2 into cos of theta dash. So, because in order to differentiate between this theta and this theta, so this theta we are taking it as a theta dash. Now, substitute the different values of theta dash starting from the 0. That is, in this equation, go on substituting the different values of theta dash starting from 0 and try to get the values as theta. And this process you are go on continuing until so the values of theta dash and theta becomes equal. At that particular point you have to stop. There whatever the angle you are getting, that you have to consider. First, when theta dash equal to 0, so that is here when you substitute theta dash equal to 0, I am going to get the theta is equal to 22.5. Then take this as an angle theta dash, that is here now substitute 22.5, then we are getting the theta as 20.03. Then the same 20.03 you substitute it here, then I am going to get theta as 20.59. And the same 20.59 I am taking it as theta dash and then calculating the values of theta, this is equal to 20.47. Then when you substitute theta dash as 20.47, then I am getting theta is equal to 20.59. If you closely observe in this, when I substitute the values of theta dash is equal to 20.59, I am going to get the values of theta is equal to 20.47. When this is taken as a theta dash 20.47, then theta is equal to 20.59. So, that means, so the values are remains same. Then stop at this particular point only. Now, so that indicate that theta is equal to theta dash is equal to 20.47. Hence, half power beamwidth is given by the equation 2 theta and theta you have calculated as 20.50. Therefore, it becomes 41 degrees. Now, second parameter I have to calculate. So, bandwidth between the first nulls. So, bandwidth between the first nulls we have to calculate, and at nulls power E theta equal to 0. That is cos theta cos 2 theta, cos theta cos 2 theta is equal to zeros. So, therefore, cos theta and cos 2 theta you can write in the form of 2 cos square theta minus 1. So, that is equal to 0. If you multiply this cos theta in this to this bracket, you will get the values of 2 cos cube theta equal to cos theta you will get. That is cos, you are getting 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta. So, that minus cos theta will taking it to the right hand side, then it becomes 2 cos cube theta equal to cos theta. So, then I can write it as cos square theta is equal to 1 by 2, then cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Then theta is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2. So, this is equal to 45 degree. Then bandwidth between the first null is equal to 2 theta, this is equal to 2 into 45. So, this is equal to 90 degrees. Now, the next problem is an antenna has a radiation resistance of 73 ohms and a loss resistance of 7 ohms. If the power gain is 20, calculate the directivity and efficiency of the antenna. The given values are radiation resistance equal to 73 ohms, loss resistance equal to 7 ohms and power gain is equal to 20. Now, efficiency of antenna is calculated from the equation radiated power, so divided by radiated power plus loss power, or radiation resistance divided by radiation resistance plus loss resistance. And we know that, so this radiation resistance is given, loss resistance is given, substitute the values here, 73 divided by 73 plus 7, so this is equal to 73 divided by 80, so this is going to be 0.9125 and this is equal to 91.25%. That is, efficiency of the antenna is equal to 91.25. And the power gain and the directivity as related by the equation Gp is equal to eta R into Gd. So then I can write directivity is equal to Gp divided by efficiency, and Gp it is given as 20, efficiency is 0.1925. So this is going to be 21.9178. Now, generally the directivity is expressed in decibels. Express the directivity in decibels. Therefore, Gd in dB is equal to 20 log 10 of Gd, and 20 log 10 of, in Gd what you are getting it as 21.9178. So, you are going to get it as 13.4079 dB. Now, let us solve one problem, and this problem is based on the Fridge transmission formula. The power received by the receiving antenna at a distance of 0.5 km over a free space at a frequency of 1 GHz is 10.8 milliwatts. Calculate the input to the transmitting antenna if the gain of the transmitting antenna and the receiving antenna is 25 dB and the 20 dB, and whatever the gains are specified. So, the gain is with respect to the isotropic antenna. Now the given values are d equal to 0.5 kilometers. So you will convert into meters, that is 0.5 into 10 to the power of 3 meters, and frequency is 1 gigahertz, that is 1 into 10 to the power of 9 hertz. PR equal to 10.8 milliwatts, and we will try to convert in terms of watts, that is 10.8 to 10 to the power of minus 3 watts, and gain is given in dB, that is 25 dB, and gain of the receiving antenna is 20 dB. Now, so whatever this gain is there, try to get the values of this GT, that is GT in dB, that is transmitting antenna gain in decibel is equal to 10 log 10 of GT divided by G reference, where G reference equal to 1. That G reference is equal to 1 because the gain is with respect to the isotropic antenna, and isotropic antenna is taken as a reference antenna, therefore G reference equal to 1. In this equation, GT equal to 25 we have, 10 log 10 of GT divided by G reference equal to 1 you substitute. So then GT equal to, okay, take the antilog of this, then you will get 316.2277. Similarly, gain of the receiving antenna dB is equal to 10 log 10 of GR divided by G reference, and GR is equal to 20 dB equal to 10 log 10 of GR divided by 1, therefore GR is equal to 100. And by Fritz's formula, PR equal to PT GT into GR, that is PR is the received power, PT is the transmitted power, GT is the gain of the transmitting antenna, GR is the gain of the receiving antenna, where lambda is the wavelength and D is the distance. And we are knowing all these values, but only one unknown value is lambda. We know that lambda is equal to C divided by F, where C is the velocity of the light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, and divided by F is 1 gigahertz, 1 into 10 to the power of 9, it is going to be 0.3 meters. Then substitute all the values in this equation, then this is equal to 10.82 to 10 to the minus 3 equal to PT into 316.2277 into 100 into 0.3 divided by 4 pi into 0.5 into 10 to the power of 3 whole square. Now therefore, we are getting PT equal to 149.81 watts, and we are rounding it to the nearest integer. So this is going to be 150 watts. Now let us take one more problem. A radar link has 150 watt transmitter connected to an antenna of 2 meters square aperture at 2 gigahertz. The receiving antenna has an aperture of 1.5 meter square and is located at 10 kilometers, and find the power delivered to the receiver. The given problem can be solved using the Friis formula. Friis formula, the received power is equal to Pt into AET into AER divided by d square lambda square, where Pt is the transmitted power and effective aperture of the transmitting antenna, effective aperture of the receiving antenna, and d is the distance between the transmitter and the receiver, and lambda is the wavelength. And d equal to 10 kilometer, convert into meters, 10 into 10 to the power of 3 meters, and lambda is equal to c divided by f. C is the velocity of the light, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 2 into 10 to the power of 9. This is going to be 0.15 meters. And then effective aperture of the transmitting antenna is 2 meter square, and effective aperture of the receiving antenna is 1.5 meter square. Substitute all the values in this particular equation and try to get the values. That is, PR is equal to 150 into 2 into 1.5 divided by 10 into 10 to the power of 3 whole square into 0.15 whole square. So this is going to be 200 microwatt. So that is 200 microwatt is the power received at the receiving end. Okay. This is how you can solve the problems, and this is all about your module number 3. I mean to say that the module number 3 is completed, and from the next class onwards we will start the module number 4.